Alright guys, so LR, Gogeta, and Vegito are out on Global finally. Good, I'm sure a lot of you guys managed to pull them. Some others were not so lucky. I do think there still will be a good amount of stones given out throughout the rest of the Global 3-year anniversary, and these banners are here for a full month. So, no worries guys, you have plenty of time to try and summon for LR, Gogeta, or Vegito before their banners go away. Now, I figured I'd go ahead and make a quick video sort of talking about, I guess, like, sort of team building guide, team building tips for the Fusion and Potara team. Nothing too complicated. Like, this isn't some, big puzzle you have to figure out, like the full power category team, the ultra full power Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku unit that just released on JP, and his team is like wonky and crazy. The Fusion team is pretty much exactly how you would expect. The Potara team is a little different. I'll go over what the optimal team is, but like I know for sure people aren't really that into it. Yesterday when I did videos on both of these units, I kind of like showed and talked about this as well. But so just looking at the units alone, right? Like here's LR Gogeta. I always call these units, by the way, LR Gogeta and LR Super Vegeto, even though they don't necessarily, like, they're not actually those units until they transform, and the transformation is so hard to, like, accomplish that usually you will never see this, right? Like, I can guesstimate that maybe I've run, LR Super Gogeta or Super Vegeto, let's say in, like, 300 events, right? I've probably gotten the transformation to occur 20 or less times, maybe even smaller than that. The teams that they are on are just so powerful that you don't get the transformations to occur. It's just how it is. So because of that, when you're building these teams, you're building them under the assumption that they're not going to transform, because there is a big difference for both units before and after they transform. So like, let's take a look at LR Gogeta here. Mainly we want to look at their links, right? Kamehameha, Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Experienced Fighters, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So, they have one relevant key link, really. They've got Golden Fighter, too, but, like, I mean, Prepared for Battle is basically their only relevant key link, right? Now, about Prepared for Battle. They are the leader of the Fusion team, and if we go look, I just exit out. If we go look at the Fusion category team, you have units like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who does not have Prepare for Battle yet. Shocking Speed, Over in a Flash, GT. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Over in a Flash. We're not going to talk about adult Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks because he is obviously not out on Global, but he is an Over in a Flash unit, and on the JP version, he is actually an optimal unit on the Fusion team over on JP. Now, you have Int Gogeta, who is such a key to this team. I guess I would say not even really Int Gogeta. SCR Gogeta does fill this role as well, where both of these fuckers have Prepare for Battle as well as Over in a Flash. So they really help a lot. They also do have Golden Warrior, so they link up incredibly well with LR Gogeta. In particular, the Int Gogeta even has Experienced Fighters. So they've got Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Experienced Fighters, and Fierce Battle. They have 5 links, which is exceptional. So Int Gogeta is like probably the most important unit on the team outside of LR Gogeta, but I'm just such a big fan of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. It's difficult for me ever to like talk about another Fusion unit before him. At least, Fusion Dance category. You guys get what I'm saying. So, he's very important, right? Then you look at it more, like, physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is another Over in a Flash unit who's so powerful you gotta get him on the team, right? And a lot of the other units on this category are just units that people are not gonna have, right? Like, you look at some of this shit, like Barlot, right? Barlot right here. Maybe some people got him. He's a pretty solid unit. Attack 15%, defense 10% per key sphere obtained, and he greatly raises attack on Super. Problem is that he doesn't have Prepare for Battle, and he's also exclusive to the Dragon Ball Fusions banner. So, if you did not pull him there, you weren't able to get him. Now, if we look at the banner right here, you can see units like Karoli and Pandel are very good for the team, as well as Barlot. And I guess you could say Weirus as well, because the thing about Weirus is he is going to provide a large amount of physical key spheres to the team, so that will greatly help out LR Gogeta, who sometimes can struggle for key. So that'll be pretty nice. And he does have a 50% defensive bonus. His job is on attack, but the little defensive bonus I think is very important because it keeps him from sustaining too much damage, right? So don't sleep on Weirus too much if you've got him. I think he's a good option. But just a lot of these units, you know, you're not going to have, right? So you're stuck to units like base form Gotenks, and even like you look at this SCR base form Gotenks, and it's just shocking speed. Like again, he doesn't have prepare for battle. If this guy had prepare for battle, that would help out a lot because he's actually not too bad. But he's not going to share a link with LR Gogeta because that's the thing. They do have Fuse Fighter after they transform. Once they transform, like both of them, LR Gogeta and LR Vegito, when these fuckers transform, it is over because they link perfectly with the team, and they're just like you just look how stupid this is. Like, attacks effective against all types, attack and defense 150%, and then +3 key for Rainbow Spheres, meaning he gets 4 key from Rainbow Spheres. And he lowers attack and defense on his 18 key super. Like, these units are just like, they're beyond busted. Like, they're the best units in the game. But you can't really get that often. That's why you have to really, like, kind of build this in the proper way. I would say this physical Gotenks is very important. The STR Super Saiyan Gotenks also does kind of work here as well, because he does have Prepare for Battle, he's got Fierce Battle, Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, right? All common links. He gets stunned, which isn't really that big a deal. Attack 80% is good enough. The physical Super Saiyan Gotenks is obviously the best one. So if you've got this guy, he is a phenomenal choice. He will really help out. Now, you definitely, if you have them, want to use Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. What you do is you make them a rotation together. So one rotation will be, let's say, LR Gogeta plus Int Gogeta, and the second rotation will be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta plus Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and then you can have the second LR Gogeta actually be a floater. This could also be a very capable strategy for anyone who did not pull LR Gogeta. Let's say you still have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who, as you guys can see, does also have a fusion category leader skill. So you can run him as your leader, bring a friend LR Gogeta, and you could still run that team build, and it could be very, very successful and a very strong team overall. Now, one other very, very powerful unit. Here, we don't need any of this anymore because we're about to move on to the Potara team. But one other powerful unit, this guy is actually an optimal unit on the Fusion team, believe it or not, is LR Trunks. Just because, again, you know, he's got Super Saiyan Prepare for Battle, Legendary Power, Shocking Speed he does share with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as well. But he is just so strong that he does fit on the Fusion team as well, because they do give a 90% buff to physical type units. So, you know, LR Trunks as a summonable LR is able to do insane monster damage. So, that's very important there as well. So, now we look at LR Vegito, right? The Potara category. Here's the thing with him. Same exact deal as LR Gogeta. I believe they have one different link, right? Which is, they have, is it, so, wait. They have Saiyan Lineage instead of Golden Warrior, correct? They also might not have Kamehameha. What is the difference in their links? Okay, yeah, it's Saiyan Lineage instead of Golden Warrior. That's their one difference. So that, of course, is also a one key link. And just like LR Gogeta, they don't get Fuse Fighter until they actually transform. This right here is like the de facto best unit in the game because he counters. He gets the attack and defensive buff of 150%. He gets the 4 key from Rainbow Orbs. And he raises allies' attack by 30% for one turn on his 18 key super. I don't think I've ever seen a rotation where this guy is on the Potara team and a boss has survived Vegito being out. Once Vegito comes out, he insta-kills anything. It's just how it works. Like, even like something like Super Battle Road, this guy comes out, everything dies instantly. Like, he's just that damn good. So it does suck that you're never really able to get them out, but they're like too good to be like, so easy to get them to come out. Now the Potara team has a lot more problems than the Fusion team in terms of like how the units will actually like link up together. One of the big reasons for this is the hardest hitting unit on the team, unless Super Vegito fuses and transforms, is Tech Vegito Blue here. But Tech Vegito Blue has Over in a Flash, something no other unit on the Potara category at all has. No other unit on this list has Over in a Flash, which is really dumb when you consider fucking Kefla. Like, really, she's like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in that she could qualify for like every single link. Like, will she count as Shocking Speed? Yeah. Over in a Flash? Yeah. Prepare for Battle? Yeah. Like, you could give her any of that shit, right? So it does really hurt that she doesn't. If she had Prepare for Battle, she would be just so damn good. And she's on 4 categories as well. Kefla may be the best, like, unfeatured SSR on banners. Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Bulma, the SCR one is a very good card, but he has no categories, right? Whereas Kefla, Universal Survival Art category, Potara, and then she's also in the full power team where, she could do some orb changing. But if Kefla had Over in a Flash, this would help this out a lot. But she doesn't, so the hardest hitting unit on the team, basically, I don't run him on the Potara team unless you're going to do the optimal build, which I know a lot of people are not going to enjoy doing, which is where you would run Super Saiyan 3 Bardock on a rotation with, I always forget, damn it, I think it's, you run Super Saiyan 3 Bardock with Tech Vegito Blue, and then you run Int Gogeta with Physical Super Vegeto. I might have gotten them the two mixed up, but these 2 units are actually on the optimal Potara team, just so you can maximize the damage that both Tech Vegito Blue and Physical Super Vegeto are able to bring to the table, because Physical Super Vegeto, once he builds up that passive of his, he just does absolutely ridiculous busted damage. But again, his links are not the best. He's only got Prepare for Battle, so you can sort of optimize him. What does this pop up? Get out of here. What is this? No, fucker. All right, anyway. You optimize Physical Vegito, let him build up that passive, and he's going to do insane damage from his counters. And then Tech Vegito Blue, obviously, once you have Over in a Flash active on him, he can get that super attack, he can start building up his passive, and these 2 units just get stronger and stronger as the fight goes on. They build up, you optimize it around them. You have both LR Vegetos, as weird as it sounds, as floaters on the team, but it does work because they're going to share very common links with both Int Gogeta and Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, so they're really going to work to like maximum efficiency, especially since both of those units actually have experienced fighters. So this unit is going to be getting that 10% attack link every single time they roll around, as well as Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle, Prepare for Battle. Like, it's a good team build, but I'm sure a lot of people, not a lot of people are going to have Int Gogeta, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, LR Vegito. Like, only the whales of whales would have this right now, or Tech Vegito Blue, considering Tech Vegito Blue's been on 1 banner, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock has been on 1 banner, Physical Vegito has been on, 2 banners on Global, I want to say? So, and then, of course, you have LR Super Vegeto himself you'd have to pull. So right now, it's a very difficult team to build, but it can be done, right? Now, a normal team, I would think a lot of people, well, I don't want to say a lot of people, but I'd say a reasonable amount of people might have pulled LR Goku Black by now. I'm sure a lot of people got him for free off of the ticket banner for the 3-year anniversary, so you could kind of, use him as a very powerful unit on this team. You could get either the SCR Rose, or, you could either get AGL Rose, or you could get Merge Zamasu. Really, any of these 3 work as a very good linking partner with LR Goku Black. Do not fucking sleep on AGL Rose Goku Black. Still a top tier unit even to this day. He is capable of doing absolutely ridiculous things, and he does give that extreme type key 3 at the start of every turn as well. So the Potara team, while it is a bit weird, you still can build it effectively For the most part, I do also run LR Vegito Blue on the team. Unless you're really going to optimize it with Int Gogeta and Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, I do think LR Vegito Blue is a much better option. Because as you guys know, LR Vegito Blue pretty much starts the rotation out with 12 Ki. Then, he has Prepare for Battle, Legendary Power, a lot of these very common links on the team, as well as, something like Power Bestowed by God. So he's going to be able to activate a lot of his links. LR Vegito Blue, if you've got him, you basically have him Rainbow. He's just a stupid strong unit. So he's very good for the Potara team. I feel as though we've gone over pretty much everything I needed to. Same thing with Agl Super Vegeto. If you don't have the physical one, this guy does more than fine on this team. He doesn't take damage from normal attacks, and then his counters hit ridiculously hard. This one actually also has shocking speed, but that doesn't really matter on the Potara team. Like, off the top of my head, I don't know of a lot of these fuckers that even have shocking speed. No, just him pretty much. Zamasu does not have shocking speed, right? Yeah, he doesn't. So it's basically just Agl Super Vegeto. So that, the physical one not having shocking speed doesn't really hurt on this team. Don't forget Tech Vegito, by the way. He's pretty good in terms of, support. But there you go, guys. Just some quick thoughts, discussion on how to build, the Fusion and Potara team. Nothing crazy, not rocket science, but, I figured it might have been a good thing to cover. So thanks, y'all, for watching, and I'm going to catch y'all next time.